Taquin Brigitte, the Theosophical Society of France, the Lodge of Blavatsky. Brigitte Taquin was born in Paris, in France, professional interpreter, English, French. She's been in the lodge since 1981. She worked as the lecturer, as the translator and interpreter. She's the member of the society since 1984, and she's now the head of the Elena Petrovna Blavatsky Society. Every month, she gives public lectures on the secret doctrine. She translates books and articles of theosophic significance, Krishnamurti, Alcott, literature and Buddhism, and so on. Taquin Brigitte takes part in the work of other research groups all over the world. She is actively studying the secret doctrine and presents her studies online and offline. Taquin Brigitte, France, Paris, and her report, Evolution of Human Consciousness and Cycles. Let's welcome our speaker.
Hi, everybody. So, theosophy is several times mentioned as a science, namely a sacred science in the secret doctrine. In the first item of a secret doctrine, it is said, the secret doctrine is the accumulated wisdom of the age. Further, it said, it is useless to say that the system in question is no fancy of one or several isolated individuals, but it is the uninterrupted record covering thousands of generations of seers whose respective experiences were made to test and to verify the traditions passed orally by one early race to another of the teachings of higher and exalted beings who watched over the childhood of humanity. But for long ages, these wise men of the fifth race of the stock, saved and rescued from the last cataclysm and shifting of continents, had passed their lives in learning, not teaching. How did they do so? It is answered by checking, testing, and verifying in every department of nature the traditions of old by the independent visions of great adepts. That is, men who have developed and perfected their physical, mental, psychic, and spiritual organizations to the utmost possible degree. No vision of one adept was accepted till it was checked and confirmed by the visions so obtained as to stand as independent evidence of other adepts and by centuries of experiences. This first item alludes to previous cataclysm, having destroyed ancient civilization. According to theosophy, humanity exists in its present condition since 18 million years. We have reached the stage of our present fifth race and even the sixth sub-race of this fifth race, about 1 million years ago. According to a secret doctrine, we are in this fifth race developing our fifth principle, manas, the intellect, the specific human principle, which differentiates us from the animals, in that it is a means to have access to a spiritual planes. These principles will only be completely developed in the fifth round, that is, in many thousands years. In the now disappeared ancient civilization, Lemurians, third root race, and Atlanteans, fourth root race, mankind was naturally clairvoyant, having what is called in the secret doctrine the eye of Dangma, the eye of Shiva, or the third eye. He had naturally access to the spiritual worlds. Page 306 of the secret doctrine, it said, the possessions of a physical third eye was enjoyed by the men of the third root race, down to nearly the middle period of the fourth race. Psychically and spiritually, however, its mental and visual perceptions lasted till nearly the end of the fourth race, the Atlanteans, when its functions, owing to the materiality and depraved conditions of mankind, died out altogether before the submersion of the bulk of the Atlantean continent. In a note, page 192 of the secret doctrine, it is said, it was, as we shall see, at this period during the highest point of civilization and knowledge, as also of human intellectuality of the fourth Atlantean race, that owing to the final crisis of physiological spiritual adjustment of the races, humanity branched off into its two diametrically opposite paths, the right and the left-hand paths of knowledge of Vidya. Thus were the germs of the white and the black magic sown in these days. The seeds lay latent for some time to sprout only during the early period of the fifth hour race. This is a commentary. So from that period on, men started misusing the sacred Vidya, the Atma Vidya, for selfish purposes, so that afterwards the science had to be protected against such violations. This was the reason for the appearance of the mysteries, in which the knowledge, the sacred science, was imparted to chosen disciples in a symbolic way. And it is said that revealing certain secrets of a sacred science was punished by death. For Manas, the human mind is dual and can be used as a tool in the right or in the wrong direction. We are in the fifth race, and our fifth principle, Manas, has not yet reached its highest stage of maturation. This will only happen in the next round, the fifth. There are and there were already sages, initiates, Mahatmas, who reached this stage of the fifth rounders. Lao Tse, Confucius, Plato, Shankaracharya are named by Master Kutumi in a letter to A.P. Sinet, and there are probably some others we never heard of. But there are few. Our fifth race must still undergo two further sub-races to be able to act completely consciously, so to say, and to achieve its pilgrimage towards highest stages of awareness. As he said, page 200 of A Secret Doctrine, the three higher worlds are not accessible to human intellect as developed at present. The teachings of theosophy give us a detailed description of the evolution of a human soul through the ages and many hints about its future within certain limits. However, the masters will not give precise information about the duration of certain periods of man's future evolution, for it could be a double-edged weapon in our materialistic age in the hands of unscrupulous people. Theosophy presents also a picture of the laws of karma and reincarnation, these twin fundamental doctrines which explain the destiny of man. Man has to learn by its own efforts, but is responsible for his destiny, and that as a thinker he has tremendous powers. Mankind must discover that it has not only powers, but also duties towards others, towards other realms, animal, vegetable, mineral, and that he is also indebted to the great souls who accepted to guide mankind from its infancy, and to impart it the main tenets of the great Atma Vidya, the science of the soul. Let us all be thankful to Elena Petrovna Blavatsky, who accepted the martyrdom of trying to teach the science that gives life and regeneration to those who are fit to profit even by the little that is now revealed to them. Thank you for your attention.
Дорогая Брижит, огромное спасибо.
Dear Brigitte, thank you so much. Thank you for being able to join us. Thank you for being with us. This words of yours that you said that theosophy is not only science, but it's sacred science. It changes everything. Indeed, human beings need to use their own efforts and to understand that they're responsible for their own lives, for their fate, and they have the huge powers. And this statement predefines the main concept of Blavatsky study. Now it's high time for us to understand and change. Dear Brigitte, thank you so much. We thank you sincerely. Thank you for telling us about the Russian Bodhisattva, the great mission. Blavatsky is the only one who knew, and the deed of her life enabled her to bring this knowledge to the whole world. Thank you so much.